So now we get to, how do you know if you did the assessment well? How do you assess your assessment? How do you evaluate it? One thing to look at is whether you answered the assessment questions. So if you remember, we talked about assessment should always have a question. You don't just do assessment for assessment's sake. So if you go back and you look at what your questions were and see that you've answered them all and answered them well, then you know you've done a good job at assessment. If not, you may need to go back and look at some of those questions again and see what you missed. Did you assess the whole child? Did you look at all aspects of the individual? Did you find the family history? Did you find out the educational, vocational history? Did you find out what the person really likes and who they are? Did everyone get to get their piece said? Did everyone get to get heard? Was everyone heard in the meetings? Were everyone's concerns validated and addressed? Did you end up with everybody in agreement on the plan that's going to come forth from this whole assessment? Is everybody on the same page? If people are still kind of not on the same page, then you need to do some more work to get that collaboration going. Is the assessment, are the results driving the program and the plans? Or did the program and the plans come out of something completely different? So you know you've done assessment well if you've answered the questions and the questions have led into programming and plans that are going to be very helpful, including funding plans. When you put the plans in place, are they set up with appropriate follow-up? So it's not just something that's getting filed away, but it's something that people are revisiting. Is someone responsible for revisiting this and making sure it happens? Is there a team leader that's going to help this person achieve their dreams and avoid their fears, as in the person-centered plan? And do these plans lead to a positive future in the community? We can have goals and objectives that say, Nancy will learn her times tables to 8. And that's wonderful. How does that lead to a positive future for me in the community? Well, it means that I get to go into the next maths class, and that leads me into college education. And in that sense, that works. But for some individuals, is that really what they need to lead to a positive future in the community? For my own son, I would have said no. I would say what he needs is friends and supports. He needs people around him so that his future in the community has people who know him. And everywhere he goes in our community, people know him. So think about the outcomes that you are building here and how they really move the person toward the future.